Welcome back again. It's been a long time since I said that. Wow, I've changed. Anyway, guys, today I am going to be answering Vogue's 73 questions. I actually saw the lovely Brogan Tate do this video recently and I absolutely loved hers, and I thought, you know what? I've also had a lot of new subscribers recently. First of all, thank you very much for subscribing. I don't know why you did, lol, but you're here now, and I feel like you might not know these things about me. So today we're going to sit together, grab yourself a cuppa if you want to, and have a good old chat. Of course, I'll leave Brogan's video linked in the description down below, so if you want to go and check hers out, would highly recommend it. It gave me the ultimate cozy vibes. Anyway, let's crack on. We've got 73 questions to answer. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be brutal, and you might learn a bit about me in this video. So let's get crack-a-lacking. Question number 1 is, what's the best thing that happened to you this month? Vogue, honey, that's got to be a joke. We've been in lockdown. These slippers arrived this month and they're really comfy, so. Question number 2, what's your favourite board game? Definitely Monopoly. I am the Monopoly queen, kind of, anyway. I'm quite competitive when it comes to board games. Either that or Cards Against Humanity, but you've got to have a bit of a dark sense of humour for that game. I have you know I'm queen of both. When are you most inspired? I definitely think either after I've had a chat with my management, that always really motivates and inspires me, or generally in the evening. I'm not a morning person in the slightest, no thank you. I'm so much more productive late at night. If you could teach one subject in school, what would it be? I think probably media. I think I'd really enjoy that. I loved studying media. I did it at GCSE and A-level, so I think I'd probably like to teach that. Question number 5 is, what's your favourite beverage? I'm gonna say porn star martini, or actually it's always a pink gin lemonade whenever I go out. But if we're talking like non-alcoholic beverage, it's gotta be a cup of tea. What's the best compliment you've ever received? Personally for me, I think it's when people comment on my videos saying that they think I'm a really relatable and genuine person. That is the biggest compliment. Either that or when people say I'm funny, because I mean, I crack myself up, but when I crack other people up, I'm like, Jesus, it's a miracle. I can't believe I've actually provoked emotion in another being. Right, next question. What is your favourite birthday cake? It's got to be a Vicky Sponge or a Colin the Caterpillar. What is one thing you still have from your childhood? I have quite a lot actually from my childhood. I'm not a hoarder in any sense when it comes to stuff now. I can very easily get rid of clothes and things, but when it comes to my childhood things, I'm very different. So the main thing that comes to mind, I think, oh, I just felt a breeze past my leg. Was that a ghost? One thing that's really important to me is I had a teddy bear that I got on my first birthday, and it's a posh one from Harrods, lol. We never ever shop at Harrods. I don't actually know who got that teddy bear for me, but I still have it, and it has 1999 on its foot because that's when I turned 1. And yeah, I'll keep that forever. It's really cute. Next question is, what is your favourite movie? And my favourite ever film is Love, Rosie. Either that or Christopher Robin. What is something you can't do? I can't swim. I know, pathetic. I did have swimming lessons until I was about 5. And then in school, I would use every excuse in the book to get out of swimming lessons. I absolutely hated it. So as a result, I now can't swim. In fact, in secondary school, I think I was on my period for about 2 years. So, you know. Window or aisle seat? Definitely window, whether it's a train or whether it's a plane or any type of transport. I can look out the window for hours, especially on a plane. Honestly, I can look at the clouds and the land below for the whole plane journey. Doesn't matter how long the journey is, I'll be looking out the window. What makes you laugh no matter what? First of all, my best friend Freddie. Second of all, Gogglebox, my favourite programme ever. It's the one programme that cheers me up no matter what mood I'm in. And when I'm in a bad mood, I'm difficult to get out of a bad mood. I can be quite stubborn sometimes. Question 13 is, what does creativity mean to you? I think creativity is when you do something that you enjoy that takes you out of real life. Like a bit of escapism. What are your favourite lyrics of all time? Oh, that's a hard one. I should have prepped for this question. The first song that comes to mind actually is a song by George Ezra. This isn't deep or anything like that. I just think these lyrics are very clever. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. So it's from his first album and the song is called Drawing Board. I just think this is a clever lyric. So it's about an ex-girlfriend, just for a bit of context. Probably that. It's not deep, I just like it. What is your favourite holiday? This is American, so I think it means like Christmassy and stuff? My answer would be Christmas. We don't really celebrate many other holidays in the UK, do we? It's like Christmas is the big bang, the final destination before the new year. What's heavily played on your music playlist right now? Not gonna lie, One Direction. I have rediscovered my love for One Direction during lockdown. I've always loved them, but now I love them. It's the ultimate cheesy music, dancing around your bedroom, putting yourself in a good mood. In fact, I listened to One Direction before I filmed this video because I knew it would make me in a good mood, and it did. If you could raid one woman's closet, who would it be? Do you know what? It would be this girl I follow on Instagram. Hang on, what's her name? Helena Critchley. I'll leave her Insta in the description down below. Her outfits are so me. I love her pictures. Must have purse item, so handbag item. I'm quite a practical person, so it's a boring answer, but tissues, chewing gum, hand sanitizer, and a portable phone charger. God, I'm boring. What did you want to be when you grew up when you were 12? I think I was about 12 years old when I had my Prime Minister phase. Lol, imagine me being the Prime Minister. I'm literally sat here with a tie-dye t-shirt on and a scrunchie on my wrist. I'm the definition of a wannabe TikToker. I was not born to rule this country. Don't worry guys, that dream is well past. What is something you will not be doing in 10 years? I barely think about what's happening tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite a week by week kind of person. I guess I'm not gonna be living at home. I live at home currently with my parents. In 10 years time, I'm not gonna be doing that, so. What is an important life lesson for someone to learn? Something I've learnt the hard way is that the quote, treat people how you want to be treated, doesn't mean treat people how you want to be treated because they will treat you the same. Nuh-uh. Obviously you have to treat everyone with respect and put as much effort in as you want to put in, but don't always expect to get that back. Just saying. How do you start your day? I start my day in this bed with a cup of tea, scrolling through my phone every single morning. I'm definitely a creature of habit. I like routine, and if one little thing throws me off, I'm a bit like, oh, it's not the norm. Would you ever live anywhere besides Essex? I would if my family moved. I've said so many times on my channel that I'm such a family orientated person. If my family moved to Blackpool, Liverpool, what's that place up north? Newcastle, then I'd move with them. But if they stay here, which I think they will, I'm pretty certain they will, then I won't be moving. Maybe when I retire, when I'm like really old, I'd love to retire to Brighton. Next question is, what is your favourite dessert? A warm chocolate brownie with vanilla ice cream. It's a classic, but it's my fave. Either that or a jam roly-poly. Who remembers them? I actually haven't had one for ages, but that just sprung to mind and I love them. Is there a dessert you don't like? No. It's brunch. What do you eat? Always a fry-up. I love a full English breakfast. Sausage, bacon, eggs, beans, hash browns, the godliest food of the English breakfast. Maybe a side of toast as well. Ooh, you truly can't beat it. Where was the best vacation you've ever taken? Cape Verde, because it's like the ultimate relaxation holiday. You go there, it's an island, there's not really anything to do. There's lovely beaches, the nicest beaches I've ever seen. The people are really friendly. You can go into the town and there's a lot of the locals there swimming in the sea every single night. But generally speaking, there's not really much to do, so you're kind of just in the hotel. You can go for little walks. We went to watch the baby turtles hatch as well. I just loved it. It was so lovely. Favourite Disney animal? Oh, it's got to be Winnie the Pooh. I feel like if I was a fictional character, I would be Winnie the Pooh. He's a little bit dopey, but he's friendly. That's me. What is a book you're planning on reading? The main one that I want to read is The Diary of Anne Frank, because I've never read it and apparently it's really interesting. What did you read most recently? The last book I read was Stacey Dooley's Women on the Frontline. Favourite solo artist? It's a tough choice between George Ezra, Adele and Post Malone. Very random mixture, I know. What is something you're tired of? I'm tired of people nitpicking YouTubers' lives apart. Literally every tweet, every Instagram. It doesn't happen to me personally. I'm super lucky because I feel like I have a really nice audience and a really nice community of people that I very rarely get actual hate comments on my social media. But I see it happen to my friends and other people and how down they get about it, and I just think I am tired of these people being treated like that. Like, what's the point in leaving hate comments? And yeah, I can understand constructive criticism, but when it's purely just hate, get a life, man. Do you know what I mean? What's a city you wish to visit? I'd love to go to Amsterdam, I'd love to go to Rome and Dublin. and Edinburgh. There's quite a few. Heels or flats? Flats every day of the week. It is so rare that you'll see me in heels. I only wear heels if I absolutely have to. I hate wearing them. Where does one go on a perfect road trip? Probably to Brighton. I've done a road trip to Brighton a few times and I love it. Not me driving, obviously. I'm the worst driver ever. What do you do on a rainy day? Pretty much what I do every other day. Film and edit videos. But no, I do like watching movies with a blanket on the sofa and some good snacks and a cup of tea. Very standard answer that, but it's true. Or paint by numbers. We all know I love a paint by numbers. What's your favourite exercise? We all know I don't live at the gym. In fact, it slightly terrifies me. But during lockdown, I would consider walking an exercise, and I've loved going for a walk every single day. It's something I never used to do before lockdown, but now I feel like I have to make the most of being allowed outside. So going for a walk is my favourite exercise. Just therapeutic, isn't it? What was your worst subject in school? Probably maths or physics. I just couldn't see the point in physics. I didn't like it. I just couldn't grasp it. I didn't get it. I didn't like languages either. I didn't actually take a language at GCSE because my memory is so bad, and I think that's why I didn't like languages, because I couldn't remember the stuff and it was frustrating. So maths, languages, physics, anything that wasn't creative, basically. What is your spirit animal? Maybe like a dolphin, because they're a little bit careless and they just swim in the ocean. I feel like they're always happy. They jump around with their friends and they like people. Do I like people? Sometimes I like people. What do you usually eat for breakfast? At the minute, I've been eating crumpets and a banana every single day. What do you usually eat for dinner? Obviously, like I said, I live at home, so my mum tends to cook dinner quite a lot because I'm not the best chef. In the summer, when the weather's nice, we do a barbecue practically every single night. We're like the host of the barbecue all the time. We love having people around for a barbecue, obviously not this year, but we still have a barbecue on our own and we love it. Cooking or baking? Probably, oh, I don't know, that's hard actually. I don't mind doing both. I'm not that great at either, but I try at both of them. Favourite baked good? The other day I made some crunchy honeycomb cupcakes. You might have seen in one of my recent vlogs. Here's a picture. They were phenomenal. What is something you wish you could be good at? I'm gonna say singing. I wish I could sing. I used to have singing lessons, but still not that great. Skiing or surfing? If I had to choose, it would be skiing because, like I said, I can't swim, so I have an absolute fear of the sea. Surfing is an absolute no, but I also have no balance, so I don't think I'd be great at either. Who was your first celebrity crush? I feel like every girl's first celeb crush was Zac Efron. If Zac Efron immediately came to mind for you then, comment this emoji in the comments down below. I know we all went through that. Most recent celebrity crush? Harry Styles. Always Harry Styles. What colour was your prom dress? My prom dress was like a royal blue. Here's a picture of it. And I saw this weird thing on TikTok the other day where you type in your birth date and then colour after it. And I typed mine in and it was this exact colour. It's like fate. How do you manage stress? I don't. It drives me insane. I make myself ill over being stressed. What do you do to relax? I have a few things. So you might be able to see in the background, there's this little Himalayan rock salt lamp. I put that on. I'll put a lavender pillow spray. I'll get a weighted blanket. I'll have a bubble bath. And if I'm feeling a bit anxious, all of those things together really help calm me down. What age were you when you had your first kiss? I was either 16 or 17. I can't remember, to be honest with you. And the place where you were first kissed? At the train station. How romantic. What is your favourite fashion trend of all time? I love a blazer dress. I'm not gonna lie, I think blazer dresses always look really nice and they're so easy to make it look like you've made a lot of effort when you haven't. It's great if you're lazy like me. Best fashion advice you've ever received? I guess something I learnt when I was really young was to match your socks to your shoes. So black shoes, black socks, white shoes, white socks. That's a rubbish answer, but it does frustrate me when people wear like black socks with white shoes or white socks with black shoes. That's the worst. Don't do it, don't be that person. What's a trend you would like to see disappear forever? Jeans that aren't high-waisted. What's the point? Shoes or bags? Definitely bags. I'm not really a shoe kind of person, but I love a good handbag. I will spend hours looking at designer bags. If I decide I want to buy one, I will spend hours researching it and watching YouTube videos about it. I'm a little bit obsessed. How do you know if you're in love? For me, it's when I feel like I've found someone and not that all my problems disappear, but I know that if any problems come up, they'll be there with me to go through it and like help me through it. I think feeling like a team is a massive thing for me. If I don't feel like a team, I know I don't love you. What's a TV TV show you've binged on recently? Dead to Me on Netflix, series 2. I watched series 1 when it came out and series 2 was just as good. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen that. Who do you turn to when you're sad? Mostly my mum. She's a person that I open up to when I feel sad, but also my best friend Becca. She's always good. Name one thing you've learned the hard way. I would say probably that worrying doesn't solve anything, and I know that sounds like a strange answer for this question, but there's been so many times in the past where I've worried myself sick about a situation and then the situation turns out fine, and that's happened a lot of times. To be honest, that still happens now. I'm still learning that, but it's so hard to go through all that worry and know that it's for no reason at all and it doesn't help anything, it doesn't solve the situation. You just go through the situation twice because you worry about it and then you do it. So yeah, that's something I'm still learning, but I've definitely had to learn that the hard way. If you could make a documentary about anything, what would it be? I think it would be about family vloggers. I'd love to do that and ask them about how they know where to draw the line when it comes to putting their children online, and do they worry about certain things, and what do they do if their kid doesn't want to be on camera, or what would they do if their kid grew up and was like, I don't want to be on your channel anymore. I don't know, I'd love to make a documentary about that. Next question is, what is your kryptonite? I don't know what that means. What are you most enchanted by? I think when I meet someone and they have a cool job, I love that. I'm always like, tell me more, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more, like does he have a car? What is your biggest strength? I'm quite good at relating to people. Like, I'm quite an empathetic person, to the point actually where I had to have therapy for it, because I would let other people's emotions and feelings affect my life so much that it was getting in the way of my life. I literally could be on a train and if someone was crying, I would feel really sad about it and be really worried for them. So I had to have therapy to control that, because I was turning into a crazy lady that just couldn't control her emotions. But it does come in really handy when friends are upset, or if they need me to help them with their problems. I can put myself in their shoes quite easily and understand their thought process. So that's probably my biggest strength. I think that makes me quite a kind person, dare I say it. Next question is, what is your biggest weakness? Probably the same thing. What are 3 words to describe living in Essex? Seaside, city, and countryside. We literally have the best of all 3 worlds, because we're right by the sea, we're also really near to London, so we've got the city, and there's so much beautiful countryside in Essex. So sorry, but we're out here winning. Are we though? Because that's why the houses are so expensive and I can't afford to move out, so you know, swings and roundabouts. What's the cutest thing on planet Earth? Oh my goodness, when babies wrap their whole hand around your finger. It literally melts my heart. It makes me want to cry. What's the most important advice you'd give to your future children? Probably that worrying doesn't solve anything. I'm going to try and install that from a young age. I don't want my kids to be worriers like I am. I am such an overthinker. I do not want to pass that trait on. Best first date idea. Do you know what? My ideal first date, this is either going to sound really stupid and childish, or if you're on the same wavelength as me, I think you'll understand it. So I would love to just go for a drive, go through a drive-through, get some food, maybe an ice cream, a little McFlurry, maybe have a little share box of 20 nuggets between us, park up somewhere with a lovely view and like watch the sunset or something, whether it's on a cliff top or whether it's by the sea. I'd love to do that with someone and just have a chat for hours on end in the car with nice food and a nice view. What's your favourite type of flower? Either sunflowers or daffodils. I love yellow flowers. I think they're so happy. What do you first notice about someone when you meet them? Lots of people would say like their eyes or their smile. The first thing I notice is their vibe, like the way they carry themselves. You can tell a lot about someone by the way they walk and like their confidence and what they're like as a person. I think just their general persona, like are they like this or are they like a bit more timid? That's the first thing I notice about someone. I read people so quickly. I feel like I know someone before they've even opened their mouth, and I know you shouldn't judge a book by a cover, but I always do in that sense. I'm always like, yeah, he's confident. Question 72, we're nearly at the end, is what's your guilty pleasure? I don't think I really have one. I'm a very open book. I don't feel guilty about anything. I'd tell you if I was embarrassed about something, but I don't think I am embarrassed about anything. And number 73, what's your plans for the weekend? Well, my lovely, we end where we started. We're in lockdown, so my plan for the weekend is the same as every other day. Filming, editing, and spending time with my family. And probably having a barbecue if the weather's good. But anyway guys, that brings us to the end of this video. That was the 73 questions by Vogue. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up because that would really help me out. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have any other questions for me? I will be sure to answer them if you do. Make sure you subscribe to see my future videos. I have some very exciting ones coming very, very soon for you. I literally can't wait to share them. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Have a lovely week and I'll see you again soon with another little video. Bye guys, love ya.